standing on the Georgia Pacific siding that's adjacent to the South Shore main line. It's early in the morning, about 8 o'clock, looking east. Over here you can see the dwarf signal. Actually close enough we can get like right up on that. I don't even know if we can make this out. The sun is creating quite a bit of glare. This is the siding. And what I want to do, I want to walk down this spur and get behind the Georgia Pacific plant without crossing over the main line over here because it's a pain in the ass. And I'm going to be going somewhere where I always say that I wanted to go, but never did. So that is the hole. And hopefully, when I get to the hole, I can finally photograph it and film it before it's lost. I know some of you would probably like to see me walk this whole spur. I really don't like walking, holding this camera like this because of the shaky motions. It kind of ruins the video. Of course, most of my videos are like this on this channel, of course. But getting quite tired of it. I'll have to invest in a steady cam or something. We do have a switch over here. We have us some frogs. That's the direction I just walked down. That's where we're going. We have us some more infrastructure here. So this is the Georgia Pacific plant. You can see the sign over here. Here we have another switch, same company. Now, when I was a child, the paper plant was still in operation. There were lots of employees that used to work back here. Lots of noise. And the South Shore was constantly out here providing switch moves for Georgia Pacific, especially at night. I used to love to sneak to my window and look at the trains moving, all the box cars and tanker cars in and out of this property all night long. I do have some photographs where this particular lead goes inside of this building. So the situation here was South Shore obviously provided switch moves for Georgia Pacific in this area. And these tracks also served as the South Shore interchange with Wabash in Norfolk and Western using these tracks here. These particular tracks that are in front of you. This third track over here leads to another area of the Georgia Pacific plant. But these two lead tracks right here were used as interchange tracks between the Wabash Railroad, which have been running right under this viaduct here. You can see that these tracks are cut off. You got the end of track signs down there. But these tracks used to connect to the main line of the Wabash 4th District all the way back there by the Indiana Toll Road. These tracks were severed from the main line sometime in the early 80s. So ever since then, these mainline tracks, these interchange tracks I should say, have not been used. When these tracks are used, they're only used to store track maintenance and maintenance of way equipment for the South Shore line. And they don't even use all the track. I've already recorded a lot in this area, so I'm not going to be recording anymore until I get to Clark Road. There's nothing to see here. There's nothing that has changed. I made it to Clark Road. I'm looking southeast. We're here looking northwest. You still see a remnant in the street here. Like I say, I've already been here before. I've recorded here before. Nothing has changed. We're going to walk this. We're going to take it all the way to the old EJE. We're just going to walk it and just see what we can find. The last time I was here, this hand cart was sitting here, and it's still here. It's one of them old school hand carts. Got pieces of it scattered about the embankment here. Where is here the connection to the CN City track, which is over there? This track here, it'll take you all the way back to where I just come from. And you see the city track connection back there. And that would lead you to this junction here. And this would take you over the old EJE across the CSX at Norfolk Southern and into Kirkyard. But of course, where I want to go is the most grueling to get to. So we're going to take these stairs, get back on the Wabash 4th, and try to get there as quickly as possible. If you remember my journey to Cart Junction videos, you should remember this spot. I walked all the way from down there to get to here. That 2-mile walk is no ho. The last time I was here, it was a big, gigantic puddle of water. But it seems like at some point in time, they filled it in with gravel. Which is good news for me, because it just seems like when I take these excursions, I never wear the right shoes. Yeah, so I stood about right here last time I was here. I was recording trains up there. And these weeds weren't quite as tall back then. So the view is kind of stunted a little bit. But where I want to go is across these little track remnants here. Now, this is a part of the Wabash 4th District. Just a little short segment of track. It's the only segment of track that's still here, besides for the switch back over by the B&OCT, which is around this bend here. Because we're not going to be going that way. I already recorded the video back there in my Cart Junction videos. So if y'all want to check that out, go ahead and watch those. I guess I could put the description and the link in the description or whatever. There's a train coming. Yeah, it's the Illinois Central and the CN. Illinois Central 1000, CN. Can't make out the CN number just quite yet. 1037. See if we can get a clearer view of these guys up here on this embankment. Not really. And this is where I wanted to come anyway. Where I want to go is across these tracks here. I have to wait for this train to pass, or any other train that might be coming from that direction, which would be cool, wouldn't it? That is the bridge that I just crossed under. This is one of the best spots in the city. People go to Cart Junction, and it's famous because there is a lot of trains there. But this spot here is just beautiful. Beautiful. I don't see any more trains coming, so I'm gonna go ahead and continue on. See, the path here is blocked by K-rails, so you can't drive up here, but you can jump these K-rails. Well, I'm not about to literally jump because I'm disabled, so I'm just gonna roll over the K-rails basically. So that's where I just come from. So where am I going now? I am going to a spot. I'm going to attempt to go to a spot known as the Hole. This is a first for me, as it is a first for you. Alright folks, we are on top of the old EJE Eastern Subdivision right-of-way. Down there will be the old Wabash Bridge I just filmed earlier that I just walked under. And down here will be the EJE Bridge over the Fort Wayne line. Now the last time I was here, this area wasn't as overgrown. I mean, it's not overgrown too badly, but it definitely is more vegetation covered than the last time I was here. Let's walk on across. As I stated, this is the EJE Eastern Subdivision Bridge over the Fort Wayne line for the Pennsylvania Railroad. Straight ahead of me would be Airport Road. This embankment has been destroyed across Airport Road. Never did get a chance to get up here to explore the EJE Eastern Subdivision Bridge over Airport Road. Unfortunately, I never got to explore that bridge before they tore it down, which would have been straight ahead. And from here, we can spot my destination. Things you do when you're a rail fan. Straight ahead. Right. I hope I can get it in view because there's a lot of glare. Right there. You see it in the middle of the frame. Come on, clear up. Clear up. Come on. There. That's the hole. And that's where I want to go. What I'm looking at below me is the old Fort Wayne line. You can see the tracks in the vegetation. Well, down here, I should say. We're going to go down there, man, but I just want to appreciate this view. No trains will ever pass by here ever again. Ever. I want to record. This is the first time me touching this part of the Fort Wayne. I just want to record this because I'll probably never come back here again. This is as far as the tracks go on this side of the B&O CT. And in front of me, I'll step off to the side because there's a lot of vegetation in the way, is the EJE Bridge over the Fort Wayne line, which is over here to my right. So we're going to be going this way. This is the first time I've ever been this far down the Fort Wayne. You can see the tracks are right here. Right here. You see them? Right off in that vegetation there. And there's been no maintenance of way work done down here in quite some time. I know a lot of you guys wanted to see this, and this is what it looks like from the ground. overgrowing, former main line. It's really thick right here. I've seen signs of construction. Overstructure, like a single post, single floor, single boxes. All that stuff seems to be gone. Yeah, I mean, like ventilation, everything, I don't think that. You see, you have a little lattice structure here, crisscrossing. I was just walking up there. I never knew that it was wood under this bridge. It's crazy. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's wood. Now this also was a track here. This would have been the westbound track. The tracks over there and the weeds would have been the eastbound track. So the westbound track, we looking northwest now. The westbound track had a lead on it that connected to the area that I'm trying to go to, called the Hole. But I just wanted to document this bridge before it gets demolished, because one day it will be. I wish all this vegetation was gone. You could really see what's behind the veil. Okay, right in front of me is the Hole. Now, the EJE had an interchange track with the Pennsylvania Railroad that traversed up there at the top. Well, I should say right here. And Pennsylvania Railroad's trains actually came under the bridge here to be able to get onto the Western Main. This is like one of the only abandoned structures that's left from the Pennsylvania Railroad era in this city, which is the reason why I wanted to document it. We're gonna get back to the rest of the what's left of the Fort Wayne in a minute. But right now I gotta do some Paul Bunyan shit to be able to get to this structure. Whew. I tried to get through that brush, but it's impenetrable. Whew. I don't see no other easy paths to be able to get to this place. Close but no cigar. Close but no cigar. It was actually looked like a path through all of it, but it looked like an animal path, and it was leading away from the bridge. Like, I literally walked through all of that shit. Like, it's impenetrable. I couldn't get to it. It's almost like it's not meant for me to be able to get to that spot. Like, there's literally no other way to get up there. Damn. All I need is a clearing where I could just walk right through. But it doesn't look like it's gonna happen. You see what I'm dealing with here. I'm gonna have to say goodbye to the Hole. while I'm enjoying this view, I thought I'd give you guys an update on the Wabash video. I mean, you know, the crash on Wyatt. I'll give you guys an update on that. I'm waiting for the people to give me the files, and they won't charge me until they completed gathering them, which they are still in the process of doing apparently. So I don't know when. They said 90 days. It's been about 60 days, I think. Maybe it'll take the whole 90, I don't know. But that's what's going on with that. So stay tuned. Oh, please, I'm gonna put some donation links or tip jar links in the description. Doing these videos is hard work, tedious, and painful. You can see, got all these little sticker things all over my clothes, poison ivy and all of that. So if you guys feel so kindly, please tip me. I need it.